Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a clip of someone saying they judge someone if they don't have any fat friends. She goes on to say she likes skinny girls more if they have fat friends, and most people don't view her as a person. Have I done enough air quotes for you? We're also going to be taking a look at several bonus clips, including one where Fat Fab Feminist says she would become a villain if she lost weight, so be sure to stick around until the end. Before we proceed, please click the like button so that I may apply comb to mustache.
I do judge girls based on whether or not they have fat friends. Like, I'll like a skinny girl more if she has fat friends, and
And you don't like them if they don't have fat friends?
telling you that I can tell, not necessarily, like, it's not like an evil, like, pit in my stomach or whatever, but when I was in a sorority and a few times in my adult life, like, I'll be talking to an absolute hottie, like, conventionally attractive, spray tan, highlights, the works.
Spray tan and highlights are what make you conventionally attractive. Okay. Aren't those just accessories that people use to try to be more attractive?
And we'll be twirling our hair and kicking our feet and just gabbing, and they'll say something where I'm just like,
I'm also twirling my hair and kicking my feet while I'm gabbing. That was me. She's talking about that time that she was talking to me, actually.
we'll be twirling our hair and kicking our feet and just gabbing.
Kicking my feet? What do you mean kicking your feet? Like, we're standing in the hall and we're talking and you're like swinging your leg back and forth as we're speaking or whatever. Like, I don't know. This is kind of off-putting, bestie. Like, what? Why are you kicking your feet while we're talking? The twirling your hair is fine. I'm sorry. I'm not going to get over this. I get caught up on the stupid crap and I just don't let it go.
And they'll say something where I'm just like, I can tell I'm the first fat girl you're seeing as a person.
Why was there a cut right there?
Say something where I'm just like,
Why did you cut right there? You couldn't finish your thought?
I can tell I'm the first fat girl you're seeing as a person. I know it.
Okay, so that was odd. She says she judges people negatively if they don't have any fat friends. And also, sometimes when she's hanging out, talking with someone, twirling her hair, kicking her legs, gabbing, she can tell that she's the first person that person has ever considered a human being. It's funny for you to say that when you judge people negatively for not having any larger friends. Next, caption on the screen reads, I think if I became thin, I would immediately become a villain. Okay.
Hearing former fat people talk about their experience with weight loss is what has confirmed to me that I cannot ever go through any kind
Yo, those rings are
of
crazy.
major weight loss.
Hold on, one is a giant button on her left hand. Nya.
I would be
And then the other
become a
one
villain.
is like a giant flower. Hold on, we'll get to what she's saying. in
I
just
would
a second.
become
Hold
the
on.
Joker. If I
Okay, you'll become the Joker. Hold on, see? Right there. Okay, those are some crazy rings. Can we even call those rings? They're so big. Either way, sorry. I was getting distracted. Let's go back to what she's saying.
hearing former fat people talk about their experience with weight loss is what has confirmed to me that I cannot ever go through any kind of major weight loss because I would become a villain. I would become the Joker. If
What? You would become the Joker and become a villain. So that's why you have to continue to live in a larger body or whatever, because you would become a terrible human being. Why? Why can't you just lose weight and go on to have a happy, fulfilling life?
started moving through the world and I witnessed people treating me better and moving through the world better because of my size, it would confirm every single one of my like preconceived ideas. And
Well, hopefully if we lost weight and became more confident and started improving our lives, we stopped getting hung up on or paying attention to what everybody else thought. Like, I see what we're trying to do here. Like, it's gonna devastate me how much everybody's treating me better. But you wouldn't really care how everybody else is treating you. That's one of the best parts about becoming confident is you stop caring. You're no longer at the mercy of caring what all of these people think. You can just go live your life. I don't really care what Becky thinks. Oh no, Becky's treating me better now that I lost weight. Does that mean she never respected me when I was larger? Who cares? Fuck Becky. Right? I honestly don't care. If anybody treats you better after you improve your life because they have more respect for you now, so what? We're learning about human nature. We're learning what people actually respect and what they don't. And I'm not saying that anybody should treat you poorly if you don't lose weight, but if you do lose weight or do some other thing like get sober, people might have respect for that. They might treat people that go through those things really nicely, like, oh my God, I can't believe it. You turned your life around. We shouldn't get butthurt about that. That's funny that we decided to go that way with this video. I thought you were going to say that you would become all cocky and stuff after you lost weight, but no, it's because people treated me better, I became a villain. Okay.
I really do think that...
Do you? Do you? Sorry about that.
That experiencing that would make me so vitriolic.
You think experiencing that would make you so vitriolic
and angry at the world because, like, oh, so you did all of this, because I was fat. Like, is that not crazy? Is it not? Does anyone else
did all of what? What are people doing to you because of your size?
Like, not feel insane about how poorly random strangers will treat someone because of their body size?
Right, that does suck. People are jerks, but to hell with them. That's the main bulletin point of this presentation. It's not just if you're living in a larger body that you will see the dark, messed up side of people. If you have anything wrong with you, people will point it out. If you're different in the slightest way, everyone will point it out. Human nature is pretty crappy. At a certain age, though, we realize that these people are all morons. So that's what helps us get over it, right? Like, we should not internalize other people's negative opinion of us. It doesn't matter if Becky thinks XYZ and now she respects me more. F Becky. That is the lesson to be learned here. It's not because of your size, it's because people are garbage. That's why they treated you poorly, judged you negatively, X, Y, and Z. So what should we do? Stop caring what these imbeciles think.
Or their race or their whatever. But their body, like me, my body, me being fat made you hate me.
I don't think anybody hates you, honestly. I don't think anybody really cares that much. You have your own community of people that support you. I've seen you engage with them before.
Is that not insane to anyone else? Like, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. And so the fact that I know for a fact.
Why would I waste my time trying to wrap my head around why somebody else might hate me or hate things in general? What a waste of my energy. What a waste of your energy. I have better things to do. I don't care why dumb people that are on a low vibrational level hate things. Of course you hate things because you're dumb. That's what I get from that. Dumb people hate things because hate is a very low vibrational state. So I'm not that concerned with them or what they think about anything, honestly.
I know for a fact as an individual, if I lost weight, my life would be better. But what about every other fat person?
They'll have to do the work themselves. I'm sick of hearing this argument. If I lose weight, that'll help me. But what about everybody else? Do we think that way when it comes to improving our life in any other way? I would get sober, but what's that going to do for Mark, who's currently falling down drunk? That's not going to help him at all. Why are we focusing on Mark if we're trying to better our lives, dude?
Are you going to change the way? No. And it's just like, I think I would feel crazy. It makes me feel crazy now. And I think if I had to live with that for the rest of my life, and if I had to witness the difference between the people in my life, and if they started acting differently towards me,
then you would realize that people respect hard work and it would send you spiraling or something. Oh no, you guys are treating me better once I started treating myself better. Oh no, you guys are treating me with more respect once I started treating myself with more respect. And I'm not saying anybody should be treated with disrespect or treated poorly if they don't lose weight or don't do X, Y, and Z. I'm just saying people respect hard work. Why are we so mad about that? Like,
I would become the Joker. So I'm gonna stay fat for now. Thanks.
Okay, so if she lost weight, she would become the Joker because she would be upset that everybody is treating her better now. I thought she said she was going to be the Joker because of all those jokes she just told us. Hilarious. No, but it's very bizarre to be angry that people might treat you better if you put in hard work and lost weight or changed your life for the better in X, Y, or Z way. It's really bizarre to get angry at people for respecting that. Next, she's going to be responding to this comment that reads, "Last time I saw two mammals that size, they had harpoons sticking out of," and then it cuts off. That is not a nice comment.
What I actually really do want to understand from fatphobic people, if they have any sense of logic in their brain, is what is it that you want from fat people? Right?
When people try to make fun of you anonymously, regardless of what they're trying to make fun of you for, it's because that person is insecure and they're trying to get a reaction out of you. Like, you responding to this comment is probably what they were going for.
Right? Is it that you do not want us to show up on the internet? You do not want us to be happy until we have lost weight? Is the only thing that we are allowed to think about weight loss?
Why are you asking what somebody wants that left you a comment talking about harpoons and stupid crap like that? Like, somebody that leaves you that type of comment, you're like, what do you want from me? Like, why would you even give that person the time of day? They said some really childish, silly crap about harpoons and like calling people whales or some stupid nonsense. You're like, what do you want from me? What do you expect from us? Why are you asking this cretin what they want from you?
Fatphobic comments on my page every single day, especially on my content where I'm saying fat people are hot, sexy, that I love my back rolls. But the amount of hate that a video just featuring two fat people in love expressing how excited they are to get married is incredibly alarming.
Was that what that comment was from?
Listen, you don't have to be attracted to me. You don't have to find me hot. I don't find every single person out there attractive.
I do. I think you're all hot. And I want to be in a relationship with every single one of you simultaneously. Will you be with me? Mary, Beth, Joanne, Nicole, Stephanie. Come on. I think we should all be together. We can have a situationship. We can make this work. Quit being so close-minded.
But the difference is that even the people I don't find attractive, I still treat them with respect. We have set a baseline of letting people think it's okay to think that fat people are subpar human. That's what
we've set a baseline where we allow people to think XYZ. So we need to stop people from thinking a certain way. We need to control their thoughts. Hold on.
we have set a baseline of letting people think it's okay to think that fat people are.
We've set a baseline where we're letting people think it's okay to think blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I disagree with letting people think. I don't think we should allow that at all. Whether or not it's about whatever the thing you said, I don't really care about that, but we should definitely stop letting people think. In general, this can only lead to bad things.
A subpar human. That's why they genuinely.
We need to stop people from thinking negative things about larger people. So we need to control other people's thoughts. Okay, it's not enough that people just don't say offensive things to us. They need to not think anything negative about us. Okay, so we need to control not only the mouths of the masses, but also the minds. I've been going after their hearts for years.
Get mad seeing fat people happy
Who's getting mad? I seriously doubt it.
because they don't think that they are allowed to experience happiness if they live in a bigger body. Because we've been taught.
You're reading a lot into somebody's really dumb comment. And I'm not saying people should leave you mean comments at all.
That the worst thing in life that you can be is fat. Especially with the rise of GLPs, the amount of.
I don't know, you're saying a lot of stuff like people think this, that, and the other thing, but it sounds like all the things you're saying are just things that you're insecure about because you have no idea what anybody else is thinking. You're like, they think that we don't have the right to exist. They think blah, 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 but you're literally just projecting all of your insecurities. If you want to hear a list of things that the average person is insecure about, ask them what they think that other people are judging them for. Be like, hey, Bethany, what do you think other people are judging you for? And then she'll go on to list all of her insecurities. And none of them will be things that anybody else even notices. I guarantee it.
Comments I get from people being like, well, you know, Ozempic exists. Healthcare is not one size fits all. And to act like it is a miracle drug for every single person is incredibly irresponsible.
Okay.
And also misinformation.
Okay.
This is why I find the rebrand of the fat acceptance movement into the body positivity movement incredibly frustrating, because the reality is most people are not going to love their body. People are
Well, those are two different movements, so.
naturally going to be insecure because we treat bodies like it's an ever-flowing trend. The thing
People aren't insecure because we treat bodies like an ever-flowing trend or whatever. People are insecure because they haven't worked on themselves and overcome their personal issues. It's got nothing to do with anything external. The moment we start acknowledging that, the better off we'll be.
is, I make money for looking exactly like this and being my most authentic self, while these trolls can't even have a profile picture of that. So
You're a model or something?
yeah, you may be skinnier than me, but I am way more successful.
That honestly doesn't mean anything. Like, if brands want to hire plus size models or whatever, I honestly don't see that as a measure of success personally.
More fulfilled, more at peace than your self-loathing ass ever will be.
It didn't seem like you were at peace at all to me, because somebody left you a really stupid negative comment and you're like, what do you want from us? And you started going on this tirade about what people expect from larger people and how they have nothing but negative opinions about them, XYZ. I don't think it's really sticking it to anybody or dunking on them to say that we're a model. For a moment there, every single brand was trying to sell plus size clothes. So, next. Me, every time I see that another celebrity is now incredibly thin.
Guys, I thought we were all about that base. I thought every inch of me was perfect from the bottom to the top.
Guys, come on. I thought we were all about that base. What happened? What's going on?
I thought we were bringing booty back.
I thought we were too. I don't know what's going on. Guys, I thought we were all about that base. What are you doing? I can't believe that you're losing weight. Another one? Come on. No treble. Come on. No treble. Come on. Oh man, she's funny. Next.
The number one hated body type is fat. It's not skinny, it's not mid-size, it's not even plus size, it's fat.
Okay. But don't people get made fun of for being skinny and other stuff like that too? And if they did, we wouldn't really know anything about that because we're not living their experience.
Even plus size, it's fat, as a fat girl. And I don't say fat as a derogatory term, by the way. I say fat because that's just my body type. The way you guys hate fat people
Who?
is absolutely crazy.
Yeah, this is the second time I'm hearing of this, and I'm not sure what you're talking about. That other person was like, you guys hate us. Some people have a negative opinion of larger people. They might think like, oh man, they need to get their lives together or whatever. But that's a far cry from hate. Hate is a very strong emotion. People have to care about something a lot to hate it. That's what you don't seem to get. Like, most people are apathetic. They don't care what you're doing. They only care about things that affect their own lives. You really think I have time to be caught up on what you or any random people are doing enough to hate you? That's a lot of work, dude. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm a busy man. As you can see, I have to sit in front of this microphone and be freaking hilarious. It doesn't always work out. It doesn't always land. I'm trying.
And I see it in comments. I see it all the time in these videos. A beautiful woman will post something, but if she's bigger, the comments in there, it can be she's eating. Well, why are you eating that? She can have a salad and it's like, clearly that's not helping. Do you not want her to eat? I'm confused what you're looking for.
Once again, we're asking what people want. Who cares what these morons want? Let's just live our lives, you know? If people leave me negative comments, I don't go, what do they want from me? What do they mean I'm old? What's that supposed to mean? I'm just like, screw you, buddy. And I go on with my life, dude.
A fat girl shows her outfit. Why are you wearing that outfit? What do you want her to wear?
Right, who cares what these people want? They're morons. Ignore them.
What do you want her? And then if she does cover her body and she's modest, it's like, right, because we know you're fat.
Why are we so caught up on what other people think?
I promise you that we are not doing anything to spite you. And the fact that you can sit here and talk about specifically women's bodies, because it's never men. It's mostly women's bodies you're talking about. That you're sitting here and writing fucking dissertations about our health and dissertations about how they look and what they should be eating and how they should be consuming and what they should be doing with their lives to fix it. Even though you know nothing about their health. Even though you can be fat and healthy.
Your doctor might have some disagreements with that statement.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. My doctor seems to think the opposite.
I don't think you even knew that.
I know. My doctor's been telling me quite the opposite. You should probably go school them. They just went to dumbass medical school. They didn't go to TikTok or to fluffykittenparty.com, or was it .org? I don't know. Whatever sounds more legitimate.
Because most people can be fat and healthy.
Incorrect.
And you still feel like you need to comment.
My main measure of health is being able to do physical activity like walking or going on the stair stepper or jogging. And if you can't do those things, I don't think you're healthy. And I'm not talking about people that are disabled.
A dissertation about how a woman looks. Stop it.
That wasn't me. I write dissertations about the things that people say, not the way that they look. Because luckily people say a lot of very silly things, and we don't have to focus on the way that people look. We don't have to be superficial or one-dimensional or on a low vibrational energy plane. We can think of higher things, like the stuff that people are saying, and we can laugh at that.
And quite literally, it shows your insecurity.
Oh, that's rich.
Because if the only thing you're focusing on ever is body image, you must really hate yourself.
Well, this whole tirade was you talking about that, like, and then saying that we all dislike larger people or whatever, but none of us actually said or did anything. This was your tirade.
You don't like yourself enough to be commenting on people's shit and talking about their body. Go fuck off.
Okay, well, I don't know who she's talking about. Hopefully nobody's leaving you negative comments and writing dissertations about your body. Next, she's going to be responding to this comment that reads, "He has a fat F etish. It's okay."
Why is it that y'all get to decide when something is a preference and something is a fet? It's because you hate fat people.
Okay. You guys really want people to hate you, huh? Because you keep accusing... This is like the third or fourth time I've been accused of hating larger people just in this video. No, an F etish is when somebody just views you as your body or as your type and not as a person, and they're just using you for that.
Because you think that in order for someone to prefer their partner be fat, that you think that that's a fetish. But a lot of you prefer your partners to be tall. You prefer your partners to be physically fit.
Well, being tall or physically fit are not signs of ill health. Typically, humans in the past have been attracted to signs of health.
You prefer your partners to be brunette. You prefer your partners to be smaller than you. How come those aren't?
Because ultimately, when you get with a person because of one of those things, you still treat them as a human being. You don't just treat them as a brunette. All of the things that I've seen where there's like somebody getting with a larger person because they're fetishizing them, they often want to feed them and do other stuff like that that's actually bad for that person, and they treat them with no respect. They don't even treat them as a human being. I would say that's where the difference is. If you have a preference for dudes with mustaches, that's fine, but if you start treating me as a non-human being who is just a floating mustache, then we have a problem, right? Now you're fetishizing me. But if you got with me because you like dudes with mustaches and you treat me like a real human being, I would say you're not fetishizing me. Although I don't care if you only see me as a mustache, I'll take it where I can get it. We can still do this thing. You understand that? I don't care. You don't have to view me as a human being. We can still do what we need to do and then go our separate ways. We don't ever even have to talk to each other again. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Because they fit some made up beauty standard?
There's no made-up beauty standard. Humans are attracted to signs of health, classically. Although not always. People are free to be attracted to whatever the heck they want.
My husband prefers me in any fucking body that I come in.
Does he? He wouldn't prefer I'm not going to say anything. I actually am a man. So I have a lot of opinions on that. Would you prefer if your husband stayed in a certain shape? Like if he was a gym rat and he was all buff, would you prefer that? Or if he were obese? What would you prefer?
And I'm so tired of you.
I'm tired too, bestie. There are things that we can do to address that. No, I'm just kidding. That was just a funny little joke. Sorry about that.
People diminishing a fat person's worth to the word f***ing fet when it comes to their partners.
Okay, I think the point that she was making was that just because somebody is with a larger person doesn't mean they have an fetish for larger people. They might just love that person and be with that person. And that's a valid point. That's perfectly valid. There are plenty of larger people out there in relationships, normal relationships, often with other larger people that don't have any sort of fetish, so I agree with her there. However, I disagree with everything else from this video, but what do you think? Leave a comment below. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Anyway, that about does it. Thanks for watching, commenting, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.